Good morning, students. So what we already started the chapter of current transformer and voltage transformer of the subject switchgear and protection. Okay, we already see the introduction, the current transformer, its working principle. Then it's two type, there are wound type and bar type current transformer. We saw the construction for both, right? After the terms and definition of current transformer, then the error, the magnetization curve of transformer, then why CT should not be open. We also see the secondary of CT, it must be short circuited. The metering and protection current transformer, we saw the difference in metering transformer or measuring transformer and protection CT. Okay. Also we saw the calculation of accuracy of current transformer and the accuracy class of current transformer, how to select the CT, what are the factors we need to consider, that we also see. Okay. Now we will start the potential transformer. What is the potential transformer? Let's see that. So the potential transformer, the principle of working of the potential transformer is similar to that of the power transformer. Power winding of the large number of turns of thin wire is wound on a laminated core. This winding is connected across the high voltage. This winding is called as primary winding and the secondary winding has comparatively less number. Now here you can see that in CT what we saw, we learned that in CT on the primary side there are only 1 or maybe 2 to 3 turns with the very thick wire, and on secondary side there are thousands of turns with the thin wire. But here it is different, here it is opposite side. In potential, on primary side we will connect very large number of turns of thin wire with the laminated core, and on the secondary side we will comparatively use less number of turns. Why it is? Because in potential transformer the primary side is of very high voltage and we need to measure that voltage. So what we will do, we will use potential transformer. The secondary side of potential transformer there is very less voltage, so we can measure the voltage. So here the high voltage side is on primary winding, on primary side, while in current transformer what is, on primary side the current is very high. So current and voltage have relation of a reverse side, reversible, right? They are not proportional to each other, irreproportional to each other. So in current transformer the secondary side the voltage is very low, it means the current will be very low, so it means the voltage on the secondary side will be very high in current transformer. So current, in this way we can remain this thing, that on the high voltage side winding we need to use large number of turns and of in thin cross sectional area, right. So in current transformer the secondary side is of the high voltage side, so we are keeping thousands of number of voltage of thin wire on the secondary side, where in which type of transformer, current transformer. And in potential transformer on the primary side there is a very high voltage, so we use large number of turns on primary side. The secondary winding is less number of turns. So the potential coil of the relay or the voltmeter is connected across the secondary winding to measure our voltage. Flux phi is produced in the core due to the current flowing through the primary winding, and EMF is produced in the secondary winding as this flux links with the secondary winding. This is the basic phenomena of the transformer, how the voltage induced in secondary term. This is the symbolic sign of potential transformer, primary and secondary. They are connected parallel way. while in current transformer the primary and secondary, primary is connected series with the bar and potential transformer is connected across the bar. The Vp and Vs are the primary and secondary voltage respectively, and the turns ratio are Np and Ns. Okay, and whatever the relation between this Vp and Np are proportional, while in CT current transformer the number of turns and the current on the primary side are in relation in the irreversible reverse proportional to each other, right, while in PT they are proportional to each other. That is why Vp upon Vs equal to same Np upon Ns. The value of secondary winding voltage is much less than that of the primary winding voltage, as the number of turns in the secondary winding are much less, because they are proportional to each other. So, if the voltage, if the turn ratio will be reduced, the voltage will also reduce. Now, what is the necessity of this protective transformer? Let us see that. The high voltage are used in power system. This voltage range is from 11 kV to 400 kV. These are, what is this? A primary side voltage. It is in range of 11 kV to 400 kilowatt, and it is very difficult to operate the protective relay at such high voltage. So, what we do? It is necessary to step down the high voltage to the low value. If this is not done, the protective relay should be designed for high value and there will be difficulty to providing insulation. So, the use of protective transformers become very essential. तो क्या हुआ, ये हाई वोल्टेज को मेज़र करने के लिए वी हैव टू टाइप्स ऑप्शंस. या तो हम हाई वोल्टेज को स्टेप डाउन करके कम कर दें, या तो हम प्रोटेक्टिव रिले को उतने हाई वोल्टेज रेटेड के लिए डिज़ाइन करें. पर जो भी सेकंड ऑप्शन है डिज़ाइन करना है, दैट इज़ वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट एंड ऑल्सो वेरी कॉस्टली एंड इंसुलेशन कॉस्ट भी ज़्यादा बढ़ जाती है. सो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज़ वेरी मच ईजियर देन द सेकेंड, सो वी विल चूज़ फर्स्ट. We will step down our high voltage to the low, where we can measure with the use of our rated protective relays. Similarly, the current level is also high, hence it is become necessary to step down the large value of current. This is achieved by using current transformer. So, both the current transformer and potential transformer are necessary to measure the high voltage and high current values. The advantages of the protective transformers are like this. First is high voltage is stepped down to 110 volt using the potential transformer. So, the voltage rating of the relay coil also becomes only 110 volt. So, the insulation level of relay coil is also reduced. Second one is there is no danger of experiencing the electric shock as the voltage is less. Third is size of the relay coil is also reduced due to the less value of current and voltage. Secondary rating of protective transformers are standardized. Like for potential transformer, 110 voltage will be the standard value for secondary side, and for current there will be either 1 ampere or 5 ampere will be on the secondary side. So, the rating of the relay coils are also standardized. And last one is their reduction in the voltage ampere burden due to the use of protecting transformers. So, these are the advantages of the transformer. Now, before studying the construction of power transformer, potential transformer, let us first see the terms related to potential transformer. First is unearthed voltage transformer. The voltage transformer, the primary winding and terminal of which are isolated from the earth are called unearthed voltage transformer. In the single phase voltage transformer of which one terminal of the primary winding is earthed, or the three phase voltage transformer, the star point of primary winding of which is earthed. primary winding, a voltage to be transformed is applied is called primary, and secondary winding is which supplies the voltage circuit of measuring instrument, meter or relay coil is called secondary winding. Then the secondary circuit is supplied by the voltage transformer. Rated primary and rated secondary voltage are the value of voltage on which the performance of transformer depends. Residual voltage of the three-phase system. A vector sum of three-phase to earth voltage is called residual voltage, and residual voltage transformer, residual voltage winding is called residual voltage transformer. Actual transfer ratio is the ratio of actual primary voltage to actual secondary voltage, and for rated, ratio of rated primary to rated secondary. Ratio error, for ratio error we have Kn into Vs, Vs means secondary side voltage minus Vp divided by Vp. Here Kn is our ratio, number of primary side and divided by number of secondary side, turn ratio. Phase error, angle between the primary voltage vector and reverse secondary voltage vector is called phase error, and the phase error is called positive if the secondary reverse voltage vector leads the primary voltage vector. When it will be positive? When the secondary reverse voltage vector leads the primary voltage vector. Now the burden, it is the admittance of the secondary circuit which is expressed in Siemens or in mho, and power factor. Burden is also expressed in VA at rated secondary voltage and power factor. Rated burden, it is the burden on which the requirement of accuracy depends. Okay. Now let us see the types of potential transformer. There are basically two types of potential transformer, wound type and capacitive voltage transformers. The wound type potential transformer are used for the system voltage up to below 132 kilowatt due to the economic aspects, while for the system voltage above 132 kV, the capacitive voltage transformer are used. The CVT basically use capacitor potential divider instead of two windings as in case of wound type potential transformer. So let us first see wound type. The potential transformer use large core and conductor size compared to conventional power transformer. In potential transformer, economy of material is not an important consideration at the time of design. The accuracy is an important consideration. The cell type or core type construction is preferred for potential transformer. The cell type is used for low voltage while core type is for high voltage transformer. At the time of assembly, special core is required to reduce the effect of air gap at the joints. The coaxial primary and secondary winding are used to reduce the leakage reactance. The secondary winding, which is low voltage winding, is always next to the core. The primary winding is a single coil in low voltage transformer. For high voltage transformer, insulation is the main problem. So for insulation, hence in high voltage potential transformer, primary is divided into number of small section of short coils to reduce the need of insulation between coil layers. See here you can see there are so many insulations, right? The cotton type and varnished cambric are used as the insulation for winding. Hand fiber separation are used in between the coil. The oil immersed potential transformer are used for the voltage level above 7 kilowatt. For oil filled potential transformers, oil filled bushing are used. Two bushings are required when no side of the line is at the earth potential. The overall construction of single phase 2 winding potential transformer is shown here, right? This is the high voltage bushing upside. The secondary low voltage is showing. The primary high voltage we can see winding are showing in different sections, small sections. Okay. Now the second one is CVT, capacitive voltage transformer. So for high in conventional transformer there are two windings, while in such transformer the primary is connected to high supply voltage and secondary is connected to a voltage coil of the relay. Another type of voltage transformer is CVT, which is a capacitive potential divider connected between the phase and the ground of the power circuit. The conventional wound type potential transformer are used up to 132 kV, and for above that level we use CVT. Is expected to convert high transmission voltage to standard, low and easily measurable voltage, which is used for metering, measuring, protection and control of the high voltage system. Hence, accurate and reliable transformation is essential. A CVT also does the function of coupling capacitor for coupling high frequency power line carrier signals to the transmission line. So let's first see the construction of this CVT. In its basic form is a capacitance potential divider as shown in the figure. If the load current flowing through the output current is negligible, then V out equal to C1 divided by C1 plus C2 into V in. Okay. This is the same capacitor divider rule. V out equal to C1 divided by C1 plus C2 into V in. But when current flowing through the load is large, then both phase angle and ratio angle are also introduced. This can be compensated by connecting an inductance reactance in series with the load as shown in figure. Practically, a CVT consists of two primary assemblies. First, the high voltage capacitor section, and the second one, the base box consisting of electromagnetic component. See here, you can see there is a line voltage capacitor section, then the reactor, intermediate transformer, then ferro resonance suppression circuit, and then load. A capacitor section consists of series connected capacitor elements housed in porcelain shells, each hermetically sealed. The insulation used for capacitor elements is high quality polypropylene film or paper dielectric and impregnant with highly processed synthetic fluid. A stainless steel expansion chamber is provided to each section so that the synthetic fluid can be expanded and contracted in it according to the changes in the ambient temperature. Similarly, an expansion chamber has a puncture pin which is operated if excessive pressure is built up within a capacitor section. Thus, the pressure is released due to the operation of the pin. The high voltage gets dropped over this capacitor section. A voltage is tapped from the lowest capacitor section and given to an electromagnetic circuit, which is placed in cast aluminum base box. This circuit consists of an intermediate transformer which provides the final output voltage. This transformer has multiple tapped secondary winding and provide output voltage through a series compensating inductive reactor and a ferro resonance control circuitry. A ferro resonance circuit provides a superior damping and opposes the oscillation to build without degrading the transient response. It protects the circuit from ferro resonance oscillation with the network or breaker capacitor. So this is the main construction of CVT. Okay. Now let's see some specification of current transformer and voltage transformer. So for current transformer, various specification like first is type. It cover two types, ring or window type, and secondary leads shall be terminated with tin copper rose contact. Third one is marking of polarity for both primary and secondary, and fourth is type of insulation like varnished, fiberglass type, insulated, air cooled, etc. For installation, whether indoor or outdoor can be used. CT shall conform IS 2705 part 1 2 and IS 4201 with latest amendments. Technical specification include class of accuracy, rated burden, power frequency withstand voltage, highest system voltage, nominal system voltage, frequency which is 50 Hz in India, and supply system generally 3-phase solidly grounded neutral system. Also there are number of phases in specification: rated continuous primary current, then rated secondary current, it is fixed either 1 or 5, extended primary current up to 120% only, rated CT ratio, rated short time current rating, rated dynamic current, it is usually 2.5 times of the rated short time current rating, then bore diameter of CT, output burden, accuracy limit factor, it is also the type in specification, then knee point voltage, exciting current specified, secondary resistance, the different characteristic curves, then test. Test includes type tests such as polarity test, high voltage power frequency test on primary and secondary, over voltage interturn test, error measurement, short time current test, temperature rise test, etc. Second one is routine test such as ratio test and phase angle test. Third one is commissioning test which is carried out after erection on site. These are the specification of current transformer. Now for potential transformer, again type, installation, rated system voltage. Now in type that it cover mounting, type of insulation, oil immersed or dry type, naturally cooled or air cooled. Then highest system voltage, system rated frequency, voltage variation usually specified as 10% only, number of phases, rated insulation level, creepage distance, accuracy class, power frequency over voltage withstand, 1.2 divided by 50 microsecond impulse withstand output voltage in kilovolt, rated transformation ratio, rated output in VA, over voltage factor of 1.2 continuous, 1.5 times for 30 seconds, etc. and test. Test here for potential transformer, type test such as temperature rise test, lightning impulse test, error measurement, switching impulse test, etc. and in routine tests such as a verification of polarities, power frequency, dry withstand test on primary and secondary, partial discharge measurement, error measurement, etc. And third is commission test to be carried out after erection on site. Then the services, it is for metering purpose and protection purpose. So these are the specification for potential transformer. Now let's conclude our whole topic, current transformer and potential transformer. So let's compare it. So first is in terms of it can be treated as series transformer under virtual short circuit condition, while for potential transformer it can be treated as parallel transformer under open circuit secondary. Then the secondary must be always short for current, and secondary should always nearly under open circuit condition. A small voltage exists across its terminal as connected in series. Full line voltage appear across its terminal. The winding carries full line current while in the winding is impressed with full line voltage. The primary current and excitation varies over a wide range in CT. The line voltage is almost constant, hence exciting current and flux density varies over a limited range. The primary current is independent of secondary current condition, while in PT the primary current depends on the secondary circuit conditions. And the last comparison is needs only one bushing, as the two ends of the primary winding are brought out through the same insulator, hence there is saving in cost, while in PT two bushings are required when neither side of the line is at ground potential. So these are the comparison factors for CT and PT. Here our chapter is completed. Chapter 8, current transformer and voltage transformer. From the next lecture we will start new chapter of circuit breakers, protection. Okay.